Hey there friends, it's Kay from OK Quilting, and today it's hot in my studio in Maine, but I have the weird desire to make Halloween things. So here we are. I have loaded some black yardage onto my long arm, and I have this awesome panel. It is printed by Riley Blake and it's designed by My Mind's Eye, and it is a skeleton. And let's see if I can remember what it's called. Well, I can see it, but I can't read it. I can't remember. Something Bootiful, I think. Anyways, the best part about this panel is it glows in the dark. So I have seen these at a few quilt shops, and they've taken it and they've sewed it together with another piece of fabric, and they stuff it, and it sits in chairs in the shop. It's nearly life size, and it looks great. But when I was at the Yard Goods Center last week, so the Yard Goods Center is a great quilt shop in Waterville, Maine, if you ever had the chance to go there. And my friend Jan Frost works there, and she had a great idea. She had used one of these panels and she had just quilted it, and then she put it together. So instead of being puffy, it was flat, which that always appeals to me because then I don't have to spend so much space in my house storing away Halloween decorations. So anyways, I'm stealing her idea. I can't remember what her skeleton was named. It was something funny. I think mine's gonna be Bony Joni. So we're off into the races here with Bony Joni. I have a beautiful spider web design that I bought from Intelligent Quilting. It came in the design actually is 12 by 12. And I think I wanted a little bit tighter density. So I have resized it by going into the modify and resizing it down to an 8 by 8. And it can be a square, but it also works as a continuous line design. So I've got that all ready to roll, and now we're gonna go ahead and stitch out, and I'll meet you back here in a minute. When Jan and I talked about this project, the one thing she said was that her hand got really sore because she had done pinking shears around all the pieces. And I immediately knew that wasn't going to work for me, not Miss Arthritis Thumb. So I bought a new blade for my Olfa cutter. So it's wavy, and it's basically kind of a pinking shear kind of look. So let's give it a try. All right, so there are lines on the pattern. I'm gonna go just inside them, or kind of on them, and let's see how this works. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Can you see how perfect that is? Aha! Look at that. Okay, so I need to go a little bit more inside the line, but it's awesome. All right, so the blade was $17.99 at Joann Fabric. And I think that this is going to be a great way to finish this off. Now, of course, you could do this any way you want, but let me know if you come up with an even better way to do this, because I'd love to know. Here she is. It was very easy to quilt the panel. No big deal there at all. It was also very easy to use that rotary cutter, the serrated blade, to trim around her, and I think it looks great. And I would maybe sew in black around the edges just to make sure it's really tacked down, especially if you have little kids who are going to be playing with it a lot. That's not my situation, but that might be a great idea. And then I put buttons for the joints. Now, I am not a good hand sewist at all, and I'm embarrassed about how many times it took me to do the first button. I mean, I did everything you can think of wrong. I had the button on sideways. It was crazy. And I was using double thread, so that was part of the issue because it kept balling up. But anyways, so I did sew them on. I used 2 hole buttons so that it would have some give. And her joints will move even, you know, even though the buttons really are just sewed on. I did not want to use buttonholes because I was afraid that, well, number one, my machine here doesn't have a button holder. Second, I didn't want parts to come off. I wanted it to be one piece, and she will fold up and be super easy to store. So I hope you'll give this project a try. This is a really fun one. I like projects. I think they're fun to do. And when we can use our long arms to make something that's fun for our home or for our grandkids, I think that that's what it's really all about. So have a great day and try something new. Talk to you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe.